Hello, commanders. Uh, this will be my fourth cast, I believe. Um, Sorry there was no video on Monday, like I said. I think I'm just gonna put it down to two. And if I usually um don't post for one day, just know I'm either busy or I'm stockpiling, replays, videos, stuff like that. I have quite a few now, thanks to many people, which you'll see when the videos come out. But yeah, there's gonna be a lot of events going on, um, hosted by me soon. So that I cannot wait for. Everything's gonna be different, with even generally casting community and procast. But anyway, let's get into it. So the map is Open Palms. And at the bottom left-hand corner, we have Unknowndesire spawning in as the red Aeon Commander, dropping down an air factory and getting Eco right after that, not expanding and back, which is his opponent, Alphahex, spawning in as the brown Cyber Commander, also getting down an air factory and doing the same exact thing, getting the Eco to the sides. Does look like Unknowndesire will be getting his energy out early though. But Alphahex will get his 4 core maxes first, and it looks like. I just like to thank Alphahex um, for sending me in these replays. You know, he's a streak now. Pretty much been in every cast I've casted so far. Well, that I'm going to post, but aside from that. So yeah, it does look like Alphahex does get out a scout a little earlier than Unknown does, but does look like it'll be the same, about the same thing. Unless Alpha Hex does look like, yep, he's trying to probably get that scout. Or not. Or yes, nope, yep, okay. A little confusing. What is Alpha doing? Just a general harassment. Yep, does look like Alpha is trying to get the air pretty early on. Will he get it, is the question. Does look like Unknowndesire is starting to get some A down, which is going to be very, very brutal because now Alpha has practically lost 2 fighters. And now Unknown is up by 1 if he decides to bring that back. So it does look like he is going back, maybe to see if Unknown's fighter bomber is still back there. Does look like Unknown did get some TML down. Didn't realize what he was building. It looked like a radar before, but nope. Did get some TML down. Luckily for Alpha, he did lose air, so he got some adapters. And what are adapters great for? Anti-missile capabilities. Great. I mean, they're not the greatest, but, if you get a good bunch of them, you know, you can manage to take out... Look, see, yep, it has 2. Can already take out those 2 TML shots that are really deadly, especially early game, because your buildings don't really have health. So, what is going to happen? Does look like Unknown did make a forward land factory, and now he is getting a radar down. Very wise, very wise. Unknowndesire sucking up that yummy, yummy mass. That delicious mass, making a black stain on the grass. How nice. It's like when you drop something in on your kitchen or your carpet. Does look like Alpha will lose another fighter, completely stopping his air. Not saying he will, not continuing later on, but for the time being, he is just... It's just gonna waste mass. He needs to expand, which is exactly looks like what he's doing. I'm perfectly expanding him back. So let's see what is going on. It does look like Unknown will start expanding to the sides as well. Um, I'm assuming that's an engineer if you put the path like that. It is. Alright, great. So it does look like Unknown will get the back as well, but, you know, just a little later than Alphahex. Does look like Alpha is already expanding a bit on his energy production. Only has 3, 4, opposed to Unknown's 3. So that's pretty good. Unknown targeting Alpha's first mass extractor in the top expansion. Sorry that big pause. I was actually gonna say Alphahex, but my mind said Unknown, and I managed to save it. So you know, it's whatever. Now, thankfully, those adapters are coming in good use for Alphahex because now uh, that TML is practically useless unless he keeps Alphahex occupied, builds more, and you know start getting all his little independent mass extractors like these two or those two. Because it still takes two adapters a little bit to take out that TML fire. Where's it at? Yep, watch. See, so if you were to build two, they'd probably hit the shields, but they'd probably still, you know, get shot down. So he'd probably need three, if not two. But who knows? It's also this travel distance, so it all depends. Does look like Alpha Hex is getting another air factory out and back. Unknown still having his one itty bitty. Let's see what's going on. Does look like Alpha Hex has transitioned into Brackman. Not sure if he's building composition of Loyalist or just fully Brackman, but it does look like he is just building Brackman at the time being. And Alpha Hex's one fighter will get shot down, second one barely coming out. Will he get anybody? Those adapters really helping out, taking out one fighter. Well done by Alpha Hex, moving in his adapters to get those few little shots that mattered to get that one fighter down. Because at least now they're even on the playing field. But Alpha X has resumed his air production. Unknown still has his alpha line. Does look like Alpha Hex is a little ahead on mass production right now. Because if you were to count them, he only has these two in the front. So he's about 2 ahead. It does look like Unknown is getting his bottom expansion now, which will even the playing field. It does look like he is going to go for a sneaky move on the engineer. Probably going to sat cap or something. Already predicting it now. And 3 adapters. Let's see how close they get now. Yeah. Not close. Not close at all. Was looking like Unknown was trying to get a little bit of an early lead, but not much. Couldn't really do it because when Alpha Hex lost there, like I said in the beginning, immediately went to adapters. But, you know, it does look like Alpha is going to be the first aggressor in the land battle, stopping his troops just shy and then moving them forward. His commander slowly following, treading behind, getting a few Brackman fire shots off, getting good hits, not the best hits. Unknown wisely getting a PD. Hopefully that'll back Alpha Hex off. Does look like Unknown has resumed his air production as well. And does look like Alpha did see what Unknown was trying to do, but he has three, four, five engineers now. But obviously they're gonna focus on expansion and infrastructure on the bottom. Now, what I didn't see before is that he also has a PD. Unknown also has a PD. Thought I should clarify. On this middle, so this is also a big no-no for Alphahex, especially with this little land bridge going up to the plateau. Let's see what goes on. Yeah, it does look like still, Alphahex is still solely building Brackman. Did move, is getting some adapters over here to deal with the TML fire. And, MML? No? Yeah, MML. Getting some MMI fire as well. Does look like Alphahex will start harassing with his Air Force on the right. Now, it didn't look like Unknown was actually building air. It looked like he was just building a bunch of engineers to help him develop his base more. So, let's see how that goes. PD and AA, really bad. If Unknown gets us up in time, which I think he might, especially another AA tower, this will be pretty much a big no-go zone, especially with just 4 troops and the air. 2 AA towers, that's a big no-no for Alpha's air at the moment. He doesn't even have enough to one-shot one, I don't believe. It's pretty much just a harassment battle at the bottom. Things are going very, very slow at the top. Does look like Unknown did put an AA as well. Under his factory shield. Trying to get another land factory up. And Alphahex is starting to expand his energy production. So if I think I know what's coming, I think I know what's coming. Well, that made no absolute sense, but okay. Does look like Alpha will be getting 2 mass extractors though. A big ouch for Unknown. Especially now that he's had to put PD. And it did look it does look like Alpha did completely avoid that PD and went around. Probably like a big space right here. I could just go around. Now, this is really bad for Unknown now because he has a big force right behind his base. And they're just going to take all these out. Especially if Alphahex is paying attention. He could just snipe that PD. But let us see. AA getting a plane, but with the mass battle, Unknown is secure on the right side now. He did clean up that little force of loyalists. Now it does look like Alphahex wants nothing to do with that little stronghold. So it is looking like he is just gonna push further, maybe to see if he can take out a few more independent mass extractors. And exactly what I thought was coming is coming. So that's great for Alphahex. Big no-no for Unknown. So let's see what's going to happen right here. Oh yeah, big ouch. Big ouch. Unknown has pretty much lost 5 mass extractors at this point. Pretty much losing, take it this way, pretty much losing his right expansion if you think about it. Especially since these were built even before the right expansion, so they were vetted decently, bringing in mass income that Unknown does need, especially now that Alphahex is getting not 2 but 3 land gantries. So this is a recipe for disaster on Unknown's part. Can he do anything to turn this game? Ouch. Does look like he is just going to go around that PD again. Maybe it'd be wise for Unknown to build one over here just so he has this whole area locked down. But he can't right now with this whole group of Brackmen. It does look like Alpha moved on the plateau. Let's see what goes on right here. Probably not much. Does look like Unknown is starting to turtle. Not that he wasn't at the beginning of the game, but it does look like he is finally going to start putting resources into shields. And Alpha did walk into that PD, losing a significant amount of troops in that group. Pretty much half left, but a lot of them are low, so yep, it's only a matter of time before all this get taken away, but they could still do a lot of damage, especially if they go this way, because Unknown doesn't really have any defense over here. So let's see what we got in the factories. We got a Megalith, and we got a Megalith. Alright. So does look like Alphahex is just solely building Megaliths at this point. If we see any other experimentals, I do believe it'll be a bomb bouncer, but that's if Unknown gets teleport. Or if he has teleport. Yeah, don't worry, I'll be getting the research mod, whatever the hell it's called. For some reason mine's acting weird, but you know, I'll get it fixed. I am pretty much a self-sustaining tech guru, tech support. My Indian side comes out, even though I'm not even Indian. Anyway, alright, does look like Unknown is really getting into that research now. He knows that this is the time where Alphahex is probably going to do something very, 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 very snaky, I guess, so to speak. Because, he did win air. Not like Unknown can really see, especially with they on radar. Probably only goes up to like right here. But does look like Alphahex will start be putting. Wow, we'll start putting pressure on Unknowndesire's frontal factories, and it did look like that little group did actually get an independent mass extractor, which was really good. And this is where Alphahex just keeps bombing the hell out of every engineer that he finds. Pretty much like snacks for those fighter bombers. Now Alphahex does have to be a little careful even with 3 megaliths, because he could lose this push entirely. Not saying it'll turn the game around if Unknown does stop the push, but he could lose most of it. But he does have a PD there. 2 PDs actually, so it should be fairly hard to do that. See what's going on. Not much development at each other's bases. Does look like Alpha will be getting more research stations. He did put another factory down. Another 2 land factories up there. Yeah, so Alphahex is outproducing him in the land game too. So this is really, really bad for Unknown. Especially since Alpha is keeping his Megalith back. Because they are getting through that factory shield, especially the regular shield generator too. Let's see what goes on. Alpha Hex getting a scout, not really seeing much, just seeing a row of energy generators. Jeez. Does look like finally though, even though there's only 4 or 5 shooting at a certain amount of distance, Unknown is starting to get shields to pretty much pop on when some pop off, but especially now since he is getting a lot more in range, they are starting to break through way easier than they were. Alpha Hex did get a shield generator, which really, really bad for Unknown. But Alpha Hex still needs to be really careful. He needs to be really aware of that teleport, which is why he is keeping his distance. But also because of the PD. I wouldn't want to be getting shot at PD either if I had this big force. Let's see what he's doing with his air. Does look like he is going to go around, seeing if maybe he can pick off some more of Unknowndesire property. So let's see how that works out for him. I'm sorry if I sound a little tired or, a little down. For some reason I got a headache for some reason, but, it's whatever. Doesn't hurt. It's more of like that headache where you just feel pressure and, you know, it's just there annoying you. But trying to keep it a little cool, a little cool. So it does look like developments are starting to happen on the map in terms of battle. Does look like Alpha Hex will have the entire uh, leeway, freedom to do whatever he wants in the back of Unknowndesire's base now with his Air Force and just so many megaliths at this point that Unknowndesire is starting to lose his structures very frequently, losing a land factory. About to get a second one. Unbelievable. Losing a mass extractor and an energy generator. This could be really bad for Unknown if he doesn't do something about this right now. And Alpha Hex now getting artillery out. I just noticed I've been on 0 this whole time, but whatever. I'll put on 1. It does look like he is going to get a megalith. Will that do anything though? Because 2 more just popped out. He is distracting Alpha Hex. Is it enough to make a turnaround for this game? And I do not think so. Did look like he was going to see if he was gonna. Wow, my mind is just dying right now. Did look like he was going to go for Alpha Hex's main base, but completely turned around. Probably knew that Alpha was hiding up here. And, boom. There goes Unknowndesire. Control K, and nothing really he could really do. Alpha Hex did get pretty much the back of the Zero Force. And that little force didn't buy Unknowndesire enough time to make a little turnaround for himself, or at least hold on for a little bit longer. Especially with the artillery, that was a big no-no. But yeah, Great game by both players. Was a little slow, have to admit, but you know, gotta do what you gotta do. So, thank you, Alphahex, for sending in this replay. Did look like he was prepared if Unknowndesire teleported on him, which I don't know if he did this after though. I'll have to go back and look at it. But thank you, Alphahex, with your turtle-looking self, for sending in this replay to me. I really, really appreciate it. Yeah, let's see how long your streak goes on. I think about maybe 8 to 10 is my prediction until someone else sends me. Actually, no, I take that back. I ain't even gonna predict because I know I'm gonna completely be dumb. It's whatever. Anyway, thank you, Alpex, for sending me this replay, and thank you, commanders, for watching. Let me know what you thought about this match in the comments down below. If you enjoyed watching me, make sure to subscribe and spread the word about Valor, because publicity is good if it's good publicity. But you know, whatever. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe. I'm gonna be one of those people today. So yeah, tell your goldfish about me. Tell everybody. But yeah, okay, I'm gonna stop driving this video on. Thank you again. Thank y'all for watching. And for you new people, hope you come back to watch me again and at least subscribe. You know, give me a chance. And yeah, I will see y'all later.